And we're back, cat-fed and ready to go. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play with Aspo, which we are playing Denmark. We are actually in possession of the Danelaw region here. However, it has this crappy culture called English, so we need to get rid of that. And really I can't, so... yeah, we'll have to wait a few years, 10 of them. Actually, and potentially we'll have to wait more years still because England exists and that might actually be an issue, but we'll see. For the moment though, we are trying to take care of this so-called Ireland, trying to make them into us. Now Hologaland wants to get a fort. I say bollocks, it's too expensive. Not gonna happen. I say repay loans though, that might be a good idea, and I say make a core perhaps, but it would be expensive, so let's not. So Munster, not in time, sucks to be you. There we go. Hopefully we will win that. Do have that terrain and crossing penalty, but we do have the better troops. So yeah, Connaught, hunt them down. They're going into Ulster, it's obvious. Well, that was a nasty surprise for them. So let's actually get this sieged up here. We can just leave some troops. Let's say like couple of cannons, get these back there, and let's take a look at this here. We'll leave a couple of cannons and get these troops back. For level 2, for level 2, for level 2, thank you. So we're only leaving our cannons, that's all we need to siege though, so that might be a bad idea, might be not 100% effective because we need 4 artillery to actually get more than 1 bonus. So we are potentially getting less peasants war in Crimea. Sad. We are getting less cannons to fight our rebels over here, but whatever. Whatever. This means at least that when we get 1 province, those 2 should actually stay there, get Leinster back, so that I can get 100% war score. Yeah, what I was gonna say is, yeah, they need to be at peace. What I was gonna say was something, and it was something. Yeah, I lost it completely. Let's take a look at the cardinals instead. Maybe that was it. Burgundy shall have no cardinal. I tell it like it is. So, tensions between nobles and clergy. In feudal kingdoms, 2 castes within society held great power, the nobility and the clergy. Now it turns out a baron and the local monastery of his fief are bickering about who owns a rather large piece of land. These days the royal court is swamped with people yammering about divine right, the nobles claiming their divine right to rule the land, and the clergy asserting their position as the representatives of God on earth. The whole situation is growing rather unstable. The baron in question is inciting the other nobles against the clergy and questioning their right to hold any sort of temporal property. The prior of the monastery has brought in the archbishop on his side, who in turn threatens to go straight to Rome should you decide to side with the nobles. Now what shall we do, my liege? So, do we decrease the papal state opinion by 100? Or do we fight our nobles in Dalaskogen? Well, actually, we could, if we want, take this fantastic opportunity to make ourselves a noble republic. If we wanted to. What would be the positives, you ask? Well, I don't really know. So I'm just gonna go, screw you, Pope. Jesus lived among beggars and fishermen. Why don't you? And there we go. I already have the Curia in my pocket though, so yeah. Let's see. Declare a statue in restraint of appeals. Can actually break with the Pope. Let's not do that though. We could probably excommunicate ourselves. Well, we can't, but I would be a possible target for excommunication. I have a feeling. Because the Pope thinks I'm bad. We upset him. He's quite upset with me. Well, you know what? I didn't stop the timer last episode. I didn't start it this time. So yeah, I guess I'll have to keep it running. It's at 38 minutes, but I guess that's that comes down to like 6-7 minutes or something. At least that's something. Usually I stop it and forget to start it again. That's when we get these 40-minute episodes. So now that we have these many cannons here, we can actually just get those there. That means we'll have 4 cannons, and that will mean 1 more bonus. Apparently not. Because why? Is it because they're not fully reinforced, I guess? We need to have exactly 4,000. There we go, now we get the siege bonus. Siege bonus. We are actually... So, there we go. Just Leinster left. Let's get it reclaimed quickly. Do I really need to, by the way? I can make them my vassal. What do you think about me, by the way? Just 19 aggressive expansion. It's faded quite fast. They had like 100. Something like that. So we could actually... Well, you know what? It's probably a better idea to eat them up and spit them out if I wanted to. But that would cost me a lot of... yeah, that would be expensive Diplo power wise. So let's just vassalize them and eventually integrate them. They didn't accept that though, for some reason. This might be a bug. I've had this happen before, where they say they will accept the deal, but they don't react to it for some reason. That might be because they had Leinster. I don't know. We'll see. Will it become a vassal now? Yeah, we will. Thank you. And you should probably try to become my vassal as well. You're allied and married. We can easily send you a gift. No, we already did, so we will have to increase our relations the old-fashioned way, I guess. Anyway, we're getting our troops back home. Utrecht is in the military coalition. It's them and no one else. Minus 45. Munster does not like us. The HRE is worried about us. England, of course, despises us, but they are not in the coalition, thankfully. Now, can someone tell me why I have not rivaled England? Why? Oh, why have I not rivaled England? Seems like a terribly bad idea, seeing as I would have had like 100 power projection by now, had I done that. And I can rival... Well, who can I rival? Why did I rival the Hansa but not England? That's strange. Well, I have a feeling I will be going to war with Muscovy sooner or later. However... Yeah, I guess out of these... Well, Burgundy has the smallest army. They have no navy. You get these missions to protect against your rivals. So protecting against Burgundy would just mean a slightly bigger army than we already have. So yeah, let's go with Burgundy, and we can actually eventually try to get their territories. if we are going to take France. So that would be a nice staging ground for France, I guess. So let's go with Burgundy. No one likes them anyway. And potentially their king is gonna die, giving their titles to Austria anyway. He usually does. Split them between France and Austria. Anyway, excellent supplies is good news indeed. Our ships here can go home. No reason to have them hanging around there. So we are actually on the go here. We're paying some loans. Let's take a look at that. Repay one more. Decrease our interest. We have to pay. So we have three more loans to pay. Should be done quick. Take a look at the coring, by the way. It's all going according to plan. All proceeding. We do have some terrible revolt risk here, though. I won't pay for it because I want this idea here that I'm just able to afford. Thank you. So now we get extra tax modifier, and we got more prestige from land battles. And we have these 3 vassals here, or eventually we will have the 3 vassals. So I should try to get rid of Poland as my ally, I guess. And I should try to do it before I lose the Curia, because getting rid of that royal marriage will cost me stability if I do it later. So let's break those royal ties and let us eventually dissolve this alliance. And let's cancel that access we have through their territories. Oh, they broke the alliance. Thank you. That means I won't have to. Let's take a look at that. Broke royal marriage, -75. So there we go. Getting our diplo relations back where they belong. And Leinster, why won't you be a part of me? I want you to be inside of me. And you will be soon. We can ask them to transfer trade power. That will increase their relations. Something like 66%. There we go. Gives a nice bump of... where is it? 13. So that's nice. And we can actually offer them military access for the last 10 points that we need. So that will put us above 190 as the month passes now. There we go. So August 23. We have a revolt in Norfolk, and we need to take care of that because we don't want to lose our coring progress. So die, I guess. That's what rebels do, isn't it? Vassalize the Irish people. Thank you. So there we go. We've got our British Isles more or less in the pocket. We should be fabricating claims here. We are not, because we missed that notification. Now, to fracture them, I guess Lancashire and Marches. But Marches I can't really take, but I'll be able to take it in the war after that. Or I could get Derby and Gloucester. But I can't get Gloucester, right? No, I can't. Can get Meath though. Meath I want. So let's get Meath. Lincoln is cored. And that's great. Part of our patrimony. And yeah, what happens in Europe stays in Europe. Aragon, Castile, nothing new there. Let's take a look at that. Allied in war, but yeah, personal union. Aragon and Naples. Protestant Reformation in Wales. That's where it all starts. Do I have some Reformation, right? No, it's just Patriots. It's just occupied. So this is where it all starts, in the province that we let loose. So I guess it's all our fault. Who cares? We will welcome the Reformation. So we get Småland is Protestant. Well, we have a huge nation. That's gonna cause us a few problems, but eventually we'll just flip to Protestantism, I think. Even though we have the Pope, we see no real use with him. We are getting ourselves 5% rebate on tax. That's about it. Guess we get some other things. Yeah, legitimacy. Well, it's not like I need the papal influence really, so let's get that prestige. That will get us some trade power at least. Take a look at the trade, by the way. So now that I do control parts of London, maybe we should send some trade along, but we can't really. We can only send it to Antwerp, and we don't want that. Oh, there's a cat in my lap. That's not good. This doesn't help us at all. Can't really do anything about it. So, what to do while we wait? That is the question. We should be all lanes. Did we? Yeah, they are a vassal. They just lost some modifier or something. Yeah, our guarantee drops probably. Let's take a look at that. By the way, we should be improving our relations with Tyrone, because they hate us. Well, I wouldn't say they hate us, but they don't really like us. A great man died. Let's get another great man then. There are plenty of great men in Denmark. Diplo rep, or better relations over time. Questions that needs answers. Diplo rep would be good for alliances and such. We will probably not be getting them. Well, I did speak about allying Austria eventually, and it's always useful for getting that, but better relations over time is good as well. It will speed up the fading of my aggressive expansion, so that's probably the best idea, I think. Now, we actually should we switch our focus here to military? Yeah, we probably should. Our next guy is gonna be swimming in Diplo points anyway, so we can do that. It will slow down these last two. Well, it will slow down the national trade income modifier. Well, not too bad. We'll live. What we would like to have, though, now that I realize that might have been a mistake, is that our next ID group might actually, which is quite soon, might actually be exploration, because getting into the new world will give us something to do, and it will help us try to take care of this. We don't want this. This is what we don't want. That is England expanding, and I can't really do anything about it. Well, I could be sending troops over there, I guess. Nothing's stopping me, except this ocean over here. We'll see what we do. So Burgundy, what's up? A war with Austria and at war with France. Poor Burgundy. You're my tiny rival, and all you can do is die. Maybe I should fabricate a claim on you. Picardy. Could get that if France doesn't get it. What is this war? Well, it's not for Picardy, even though they have a core there. So I guess I could take it. It would annoy the hell out of France. I would probably lose them as an ally because they will desire my territory. But it will be a laugh at least. So let's take a look at this. By the way, do we have Utrecht and Munster are part of the empire? So is everyone else here. So I guess they ate the non-HRE states over here. Or is that only Burgundy and... yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's speed this up, by the way. Getting some more Protestant. We need to think about this. We need to have something to do while we wait for this truce here. 1521. Our general died, so let's take a look at that. If we should... oh, our good general is still alive. We have 44.9 army tradition, so let us actually take advantage of that. Getting a 3-4. Just in case. Can have 3 leaders, so having 2 is a good idea. So English is accepted. Norfolk is cored. So where does that put us in overextension values? At 0%. So we have the Danelaw in our possession. It's cored, but we can't do anything about it because nationalism and England. So what do we do? Could go for Muscovy, but I feel that will just prolong this game unnecessarily. Let's take a look at Muscovy though. 28,000. So they're roughly the same size. I'm probably a bit bigger. Just I don't have my force limit is a bit higher. Let's compare force limits here. France, Austria, Ottomans, Burgundy. So we are in 5th place. Not too shabby. Denmark. So where to go though? What to do? Portugal is in North Africa. Yeah, they are in North Africa, but this is not North Africa. This is South America. I need to wake up. So we have a claim on Picardy. Yeah, let's get that prestige though. Picardy is occupied by England. So yeah, that's the Austrian war there. Well, allied with Castile and the Papal States. So yeah, that might actually be more of the trouble than it's worth. Castile is in the war against France. So France is probably keeping Castile busy there. So we could go in there. Let's take a quick look at the economy. Let's take a look at the trade, gold, tariffs, total. This is income. I don't want to see income. I want to see, let's look at this, country, treasury. Let's see about, well, Frankfurt is rich, but Frankfurt is part of the empire. Ragusa. We should no CB war Ragusa, make them give us 1,300 ducats. That would be something, right? Let's take a look at this. Who are your allies? None. You have no allies. Who would care if we go to war with you? Ragusa, Serbia, some parts of the empire, more or less their closest ones, Austria, Hungary, Naples, Papal State, Venice, Aragon. Yeah, no, some of those aren't part of the empire, but let's take a look at this. Austria, minus 17, and if they get minus 17, that's minus 34. Will that put them in the coalition though? That's the question. These are at minus 41. There is a threshold, I guess, and it's quite elastic, I think. But I think we will do it. Someone that has, let's take a look at this, 1,300 gold needs more than 0 troops to defend it. Really. It's not fair sitting over here with 1,300 golds. when I could be having it. So let's get our troops loaded, and let's actually get over there first. There we go. Let's take a look at our troops. How far can we go? So we could get access. Well, Castile would be a prime candidate, but they won't give me fleet basing rights. How about Algiers? No. Portugal? Aragon? Someone? Fleet basing rights? Please? Austria? No. Are we far away? Are we far off? Well, I can get from France, so that's something. Let's get from France. I read it decided as denied, and I was like, what? So our troops are on the way, right? Yeah, 10 guys. So now, yeah, we can get there with the French access. That's awesome. So getting ready for that no CB war on this Republican dictatorship, right? Damn dictators! They need to know what's up. Yeah, I guess we do actually want to switch to Protestant. So let us further annoy the Pope. Oh, they took Picardy. Oh well. Let's see. Emperor. That was not my intention. There we go. And let's get our troops there. Stay there. Let's take a look at that timer though. It's far too long, so we'll leave this episode here and we'll start the next episode with the interesting cliffhanger of we'll end this with the cliffhanger, and we'll find out next time if we can actually win this war against Ragusa. For now, I say thank you for watching. Click the like button if you want to. Click the subscribe click the subscribe want to if you button, and comment if you want to comment, something like that. I was gonna mess that up as well intentionally, but then I almost didn't. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. So long.